I do wrong, better give me the work. One like a jumper, I'm feeling like Dirk. My page are addy, they wanna come lurk. They only feel good if they post it on perks. Living my life and it comes with the perks. Knew I could fuck when she gave me the smirk, but it was so easy, it gave.
What's good, YouTube? Marlon made that back with another video, and today we got Young and Reckless episode 11. I know I'm supposed to give this next week, but I got y'all with episode 11 and 12. You feel me? I don't want to waste y'all time, so we just gonna jump straight into it. It starts off with Guan, Lauren, Kennedy, and Sai, and they're having a conversation, and they address the issues with Kennedy and Lauren. And I ain't gonna lie, it looked like Kennedy was hella uncomfortable. Like, she did not want to have that conversation. Oh, also, too, before I get into it, yes, I will be doing some faceless reviews and face reviews, you feel me? This is my first time, so y'all let me know, you feel me? I'm gonna just put clips in, but y'all already know, you know what I mean? So, they addressed their issue. Kennedy looked mad uncomfortable. Kennedy, I will say, fighting doesn't make you top tier, that's true, but it does increase your chances of being liked, and that's just being real. The space that you're in when you're recording shows like YNR, South Central Baddies, Johnson Cabaret, like any show like that, you're gonna have to like fight. And not saying fighting just makes you entertaining, but like look at the big Lexes, the Ivories, the Kashans, the Tasikis, you feel me? Like, even though Tasiki's born, like they say Tasiki's born, but you feel me, they remember her because of her fight. So Kennedy, you're right, but then you like low-key wrong. But it does increase your chances of being liked by the fans, and that's just real. That's how I feel. So Kennedy and Lauren are able to talk out their issues and hug it out, but that didn't last long because clearly they're beefing after the show, and they just fought at the reunion. So then all the ladies head to the pool. They want to turn up for it, you know, shake some ass, drink some tequila, suck in the pool, you know, shit like that. So Nell goes to Ferrari and tells her that she found out who leaked the group chat from YNR, and it was Guam. But Nug thought that Guan and Renee were cool because that's what Renee said. But Guan, when she got pressed by Nug, said she didn't know who she was. And she didn't know her like that. So why she trying to step on her toes to be messy and for what? And I'm just saying, I don't think Guan should have stayed over Amber, Jules, or Chastity. That's just my opinion. But because I feel like she hasn't done nothing. Like, she got whooped by Alexis. And she just been sitting pretty. Like, you know? So Guan says she doesn't know her, but Nug steps on her toes to try to be messy, and she says for what? Guan gets word that Renee tried to flip the script and lie and say that she was casted to be messy. So I guess Renee lied to Guan to get the leak of who was going to be on season 3, and she must have gave it to her thinking that she was on the season, but she wasn't, you feel me? So then it cuts to Nug confession, and she says whatever, she won't be on Guan like that because she made cool with her. Like, she's her roommate. She got to know her more personally. So she's like, she not finna be on that with her. You feel me? And that she a cool person. So production goes. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Nug ate Renee up in that confessional. She was like, oh, you was waiting on a call back. I have flight confirmation. It's not the same. That shit was crazy. So production enters to Snowbloom to check on her after she hears that one of her close friends had passed. My condolences, you know, that shit crazy. You lose anybody, you know, that's close to you, and it's hard. So, you know, she's just grieving. She's having a hard time and shit like that. So, production, I don't know if they made her or they just like told her, you know, go to the pool party to try to get her mind off of it. So Blue goes to the pool party, and Snow Blue goes to the pool party and shit like that. So she's talking to Kennedy about like what happened where her friend is. So she's like, oh, I just lost my friend, woo woo. So then all of a sudden Henny come from the back of her, you feel me? Like roll up on her with some like a big ass hat on, and she was asking if you need that. She was gonna ask Snow Blue did she need that, but then she heard that she lost her friend, so then she gave her condolences. And me, Hennessy, I don't know why you're asking for a fade. If you got an issue, get your issue. You feel me? When you were on the boat and you felt like you needed that and was crashing out, the moment you seen her, this was before she got news her friend passed, or I don't know if like y'all was filming or not, but like, you feel me, you should have got on that when y'all got back to the house, like soon as y'all got back to the house, because that pool party didn't seem like till later that day, you feel me? So I don't know, or the next day, I don't know. So after Hennessy presses Snow Blue about her fade but not really wanting to get because her friend passed, production had shut down for the night, I guess, like lights off, they weren't recording. So Snow Blue was turning up with Kennedy, and she must have been dancing or doing some type of dance that her sister do. So she started recording Kennedy and doing the dance. So she decided to show her sister on FaceTime what Kennedy was doing. And Hennessy must have been dancing near Kennedy, I don't know. But she turns around and says what? Because Hennessy thought that Snow Blue was calling her, but it doesn't make sense. Kennedy, you feel me? Hennessy. I mean, I get the syllable at the end, like the NE, but it still don't, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't relate. So Henny said what she was turking next to Kennedy, and she was in Snow Blue camera thinking that it was all cool. But then Snow Blue said, no, bitch, get the fuck out of my camera. She was talking to Kennedy. That's when she, you feel me, Henny felt played. So, you know what I'm saying? She felt played and disrespected by what Snow Blue said. So she said, for someone who just lost a dead person passed away, you sure is popping it, right? So I don't think she disrespected who passed away. I just think she was just like, man, you just lost somebody and you being mad, like, you know, like you trying to pop it at me. So they got out the pool and they start fighting. Like, they get caught in a motherfucking palm tree. A whole motherfucking palm tree, like, out they shit. So then Kennedy says that Hennessy got out the pool and said, fuck your dead friend. That she peeped that. Now, they didn't record that because, remember, production shut down. So I don't know what is true and what's not, but we don't know, you know? So Snow Blue was right, and rightfully so, if that's what she said. But they went online after, like, a recap day, and then they said that it was cap. Like, that never came out of Hennessy mouth. So next day, Nug is sitting down with Ferrari at first, and they talking about the cast and what happened and shit like that. So then Lauren ends up joining them, and Nug says that Renee was hating on her and put $500 on her head for somebody to fight her. Who the fuck puts $500 on somebody's head? She had a whole bounty. Apparently, Lauren intervenes in the conversation and says that she needs that from Legacy. So I was confused, like, what did she do? But then I remember Lauren had said Legacy was PC'd up on live the night before, and Legacy must have got word from the pages or the blogs and stuff like that. So then she went to go confront Legacy. But Legacy went to go confront Lauren. And then when she did that, Alexis recorded Legacy confronting her, and she didn't like that. You feel me? Because she felt like they was trying to, like, bitch on them. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Legacy, I fuck with you. I think you funny. I think you a key. But head up, I don't think you fucking with Lauren. You just gotta keep that shit in stack. I don't think, like, you feel me? And Legacy was pressing her, but she said the only reason she didn't, oh, hold on. Lauren says Legacy was PC'd up on live. Lauren says Legacy was moving like the president. 5 security is insane, which is, I was like, damn, she was like, but that was after, I think Ferrari had said she was gonna get somebody to beat her up. So, like I said, Alexis recorded her on the low. Legacy checked Lauren for the PC comments because she came out there and checked her at the poolside last night, but she didn't do nothing because she said if she fought, then all the girls would have had to go in the house. You feel me? So, Lauren claims they cut out the part. She said to Legacy that if you need that, you can get that, but I don't know where that footage is at. Legacy, you don't need that from Lauren, and it's okay. You know what I mean? It is all right. You know what I'm saying? So, Ferrari getting the girls to line them up and shit like that, you know? And for elimination. And Kennedy, she made a valid point. Legacy is picking and choosy because she was on that with Ferrari and ready to get that. But then when it was Lauren, she ducked it. You know what I mean? But Kennedy, you can't really say much because you did duck a fade. You ran from Lauren. You know what I'm saying? Try to get Guan in there. Guan wasn't going to do much. You know, Guan wasn't doing that with Legacy. I don't think she's doing that with Lauren. That's just, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. So, Legacy, are you fucking security? Because what the hell? I'm talking about, nigga, she had damn near the whole security cat stopping her. Like, Legacy, like, I was, what? Like, I didn't even know. Maybe it's because she's been at Now That's TV so long. But they don't even protect Ferrari like that. You feel me? So today is eliminations. And Ferrari gives her first pick. And her first pick is Chastity, which I don't know why, you know what I'm saying? I wish I would have seen more of her on screen, but, you know, she didn't get enough camera time or enough personality. So all the girls go to hug Chastity as she's about to go on her way. Honestly, I felt like Nene should have went home too because she didn't have a storyline outside of Chastity, and she just been having a free vacation, just like Amber on the boat. You feel me? But no one clocked that, so, you know, it was whatever. Yeah, Nene hasn't done nothing since she fought Chastity. You feel me? That was her whole storyline. Like, what? And for real, they both was each other's storyline for real. But I feel like Chastity was trying to get at it with Sai, but Sai wasn't really trying to get that storyline. So Ferrari locks eyes with Legacy. Like, she's just pissed. Like, she's like, what do you want to do? You know, she's like, why would you, like, what's your problem? What's your issue? And she's just like, Ferrari pops it too much. She's saying, like, she talks down on them, but then acts like she's better or that, and she knows she's not. You know what I mean? Legacy is clearing the confessional. I'm sorry, she's just eating Ferrari up. She said, you know, you got to keep reminding people that it's your show. It must really not be your show because they don't respect you enough to remember that it is. And I said, damn, that's like tough. So another pick that she sends home is Amber and Jules. So Chastity, Amber, and Jules are leaving us, which I didn't know. I'm like, what? That's wild to me. So I think either Amber or Jules, somebody said that Minnie wasn't popping in enough or she wasn't doing enough. So as they eliminate Amber and Jules, Minnie runs up on motherfucking Lauren. You feel me? Minnie needed that. She needed that for episode 1 and 2. You feel me? When she got punched up out that room, she got punched up at you know what I'm saying? She needs that. She wants that. She got to have that. Ran up on her. I'm not gonna lie. Minnie was over rich. She needed that look back, and rightfully so, because the way Lauren did her, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna give Minnie that. I feel like that Minnie, she ran up after she was doing her shit. Lauren, she got in there too eventually. So Ferrari asks who else should go home, and they keep Lauren to the back, and Nene votes that Lauren needs to go home because she's a fake crash show. And she didn't know what Lauren was on, so she put her phone down and tried to put her hair up. But I don't know if Lauren peeped it or whatever, but Lauren copped the plea and said she didn't, and not that she didn't need that, but she said Nene was a cool person, so she don't really care about her opinion. I said, well, Lauren, you should have got that with Nene, no cap, but you know, it is what it is. Amber and Jules do their exit from the season. I don't feel no pressure with no bitch. Amber, that was the key. I'm not gonna lie. Chastity, Amber, and Jules was popping in the confessionals. Like, I wish they would have done that during the season, because that personality they gave in that one confessional was literally like, dang, that's what we wanted to see from y'all episode 1. Like, feel me? Like, damn, I wish they could have stayed and, you know, showed their personality more. So the ladies arrived to go to this ATV ride, the ATV riding, and to go ocean diving and stuff like that. And they go down this deep ass hole. You feel me? The shit was deep. I don't you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with the swimming, but it's cool. So back at the house, you know what I'm saying? Big Shroom, Big Melanie has entered the chat. You feel what I'm saying? And she meets up with Legacy. Legacy puts Mel on about the Lauren situation, Ferrari situation, just things that's been going on at the house. So Mel says she definitely needs to get that with her. Definitely needs to get that with Lauren and Nug. You feel me? Nug especially. So as the ladies are pulling back up to the house, I'm pretty sure it was Hennessy and Kennedy. They noticed that Melanie, they start, oh my God, it's Melanie here. You feel me? So Nug wrapping up her hair. She already know what time it is. She already know, you know what I'm saying? She already knows Mel needs that. So she was on timing. And, you know, they cut, she puts her hair up. You feel me? She knocks on the door. She gets Mel out the room. She's like, I need that, swings on her. You feel me? And from the clip of episode 12, it looks like it gave, you know what I'm saying? It gave a tie. This is the end of my notes in my video, but listen, I do got episode 12 dropping, so y'all just stay with me. Y'all stay vigilant, you feel me? Because that will be on the drop soon. And I will be giving y'all more content, so just make sure y'all like, and please make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on post notification bells, because I'm telling y'all, it helps with the channel. It's gonna help it grow, and I'll be seeing y'all fuck with it, but y'all gotta hit the subscribe button. Y'all gotta hit the like, you feel me? But other than that, I'm outside. I said I'm outside. Other than that, I'll see y'all next video.